So how do you all guys interact with the communities? Do you all know Marathi?
No.
So how do you all interact with the community in spite of that?
So we have various ways of interacting with them. You guys
There are
can
a lot
help
of
us.
mechanisms. Like obviously, we have a problem when we go to their houses. We can't really speak to them. So one easiest way is to like have some kid along with us because kids usually are conversant and they will be they understand us and they can explain and we explain to the kids. The kid explain to the mom or even if the house doesn't have a kid and we know some kids in the village, we'll take them with us. And even men, if there's some man in the house, usually I talk to the person because they would normally understand what we are saying. Men are more, so they understand Hindi better than women, obviously, that's what we've seen.
What I've seen in this village is that most of the kids who go to school, they have Hindi as a subject.
Yeah.
So most of them at least understand Hindi, and because of so much television, they do get Hindi. So if we speak to the kids, they often are translating what we are telling them to their mothers. So it's always good to take a kid along. While we were doing one of the activations, it was meant for the kids, but we wanted to talk to the parents as well. So we like two kids we were familiar with. We took them along and went ahead with the activations. One, we got their trust, like they would listen to us because there was a familiar face. And secondly, we had help with translation whenever we needed. So we want to do things on a bigger scale. So for instance, because we're working on women's health and hygiene, contacting the Anganwadi worker is usually good because she always knows Hindi. And just other people, other prominent women in the area will always know Hindi or at least understand Hindi, or they'll even tell you that these words in Hindi mean this. I mean, this is how you say it in Marathi. So we knew that getting in touch with her would be a good thing because she knows Hindi. Once we have the Mahila meeting and all, she'd be able to explain what we wanted to better. Yeah, and the most basic thing is gestures always help. So even if you are stuck in a situation when there is nobody around, you should just try. Start with a greeting, namaskar or barahe, and then they, even the villagers make an effort to understand you. You can, they understand basic simple gestures, and they try their best to explain it to us. So it has to be a two-way process. I kind of mix a few Marathi words with Hindi, like whatever I've picked up. Say some numbers, saha, daha, or say changla, nantar. Kind of try
I
to
think a good
use
way
those.
is like get them interested in our talk. So if you just keep on blabbering in Hindi over there all the time, the woman usually just say ho ho and just keep on saying ha ha every time. But if she starts speaking some let's say Marathi things and we say something and and she knows that what we're saying doesn't make sense, then she will laugh. But at least she'll be interested in what we are saying. And then if we have some other person with it, then she'll actually pay attention to what we are saying. And then we can, or we animate our desired actions and we tell them, okay, this tomorrow and this, like these things work. So you have to basically get them interested and make them feel that yeah, these guys are not just here for 2 minutes and like every person comes and goes, but they're doing something and they want to interact with us. Also, the kind of contact persons that we've been given in the village, we should make good use of that. So, like for example, Vaman here, everybody kind of knows him in the village, and if we take him along and if we have to talk about something important, we can't afford a point being missed because of a language barrier. We take him along. One, we get again the trust because everybody knows him, and secondly, we get an efficient communication.